Dear student, today we will study the MCQs for NEET and JEE base on semiconductor. Look at this board. The first MCQs is the figure shows the diode connected to external resistance and EMF. Assume that barrier potential developed in the diode is 0.5 volt. Obtain the value of current in the circuit in milliampere. That is the resistance which are in series and potential difference across the diode is 0.5 volt. Then we have to determine the current in the circuit. The current, the potential difference across the 100 ohm resistance. How to determine the current across the 40 ohm resistance? The current I is equal to V divided by R. But V is 4 and resistance is 100. That's why current I is equal to 0.04 ampere, or I is equal to 40 milliampere. This is the first option, 40 milliampere. Next MCQ is an alternating current can be converted into the direct current. Alternating current can be converted into the direct current by using the rectifier. We know that the rectifier which converts AC current into the DC. That's why the option is 4. The rectifier which converts the alternating current into the direct current. So it is called the rectifier. Means it is the rectifier. Next, the energy band gap. Third question. The energy band gap or distance between the conduction and valence band in conductor is, we know that in conductor the valence band and conduction band are overlaps. So there is a no energy gap between conduction and valence band. Valence band and conduction band, the gap is 0. There is a no energy gap in conductor. For insulator, the forbidden energy gap. Insulator, the forbidden energy gap which is greater than 5 electron volt. Means its option is third. Current, we know that in insulator there is a large forbidden gap in conduction and valence band which is near about 3 to 15 electron volt in insulator. Next question is, in case of forward bias PN junction diode, which one of the following figure is correctly depicts the direction of conventional current? In forward bias, what is meant by forward bias? Forward bias means the current flows from forward bias. In case of forward bias PN junction diode, the which one of the following figure correctly depicts the direction of conventional current indicated by arrow marks? We know that the conventional current flows, direction of conventional current flows which is opposite to the motion of electrons, or which is in the direction of flow of positive charges. So in the figure, the option The first figure, the positive charge and negative charge are opposite direction. In second figure, the positive ions which are attracted towards the positive terminal of the cell. In second figure, the positive ions which are move away from the positive terminal of the cell and electrons from the negative terminal of the cell. So option second, direction of conventional current is from positive to negative, and electron moves from negative to positive. The direction of conventional current which is opposite to the motion of electron. That's why the option second is correct. Next question. Question number 7. In the circuit given, the current through the Zener diode. The resistance of Zener diode. The current in the Zener diode. Look the question. Look at this board. The question is the current in the circuit given, the current through the Zener diode is the resistance. The option 4 is correct because we cannot see in the correct figure. Next question is the reverse bias applied to PN junction diode. Reverse bias is applied to PN junction diode. So what is meant by reverse bias? Look at this figure. In the circuit given to the Zener, the current to the Zener diode is the Zener diode. It is the reverse bias diode, where is the potential difference is applied 15 volt. Then potential difference across the Zener diode is 10 volt. Potential difference across the Zener diode is 10 volt, and resistance R1 is 500 ohm and R2 is 1500 ohm. The current across the Zener diode. How can calculate this current across the Zener diode? Look at this board. In the circuit given, the current through the Zener diode is 3.3 milliampere. This is the fourth option. In reverse bias applied to PN junction diode. In reverse bias applied to PN junction diode, the lower potential barrier or potential rises the potential barrier. In reverse bias, the potential width of the potential barrier increases. It means that the rise in potential barrier in reverse bias, and in forward bias, the width of the potential layer decreases. It means that it is lower. This is the question number 8. The option is third. Next, question number 9. The LED is the PN junction diode. LED is the PN junction diode which is always forward bias. What is meant by forward bias? The positive terminal of the diode is connected to the P-type PN junction diode. P-type is connected to the positive terminal and N-type is connected to the negative terminal. In LED, it is the forward bias PN junction diode. Next question, question number 10. The electric conduction semiconductor takes place due to the conductivity in semiconductor is due to the both electrons and holes. Means p type or n type semiconductor, there is a major charge carriers are electrons and holes. Means conductivity in semiconductor is due to the both the electrons and hole, not only electrons or not only hole, both takes parts in the conductivity. Question number 11. In PN junction diode shows the figure can act as a rectifier. The alternating current source V is connected to the circuit. In a PN junction diode shows the figure can act rectifier. The alternating current source V is connected to the circuit. The junction diode D, it is only the half-wave rectifier. In half-wave rectifier, input of the AC voltage can be converted into the DC. In this figure, the option 1 is alternating voltage. Option 2 is full of the input AC is converted into the DC. Third, half of the input AC voltage is converted into the DC. And fourth, it does not rectifies. So option third is correct, because there is a one single diode, and this single diode can be converted the half of the input AC voltage into the DC. That's why option 3 is correct. Next question. In the following circuit, current flowing through the 1 kilo ohm resistor is. The current flowing through 1 kilo ohm resistance is, the resistance 500 ohm and 1 kilo ohm. The voltage potential difference across the 1 kilo ohm is 10 volt. Potential difference across the 1 kilo ohm is 10 volt. That's why the potential difference means current flowing through the 1 kilo ohm resistance is 5 milliampere. The option second is correct. Question number 13. In LED, visible light is produced by the compound gallium and arsenide. Mean when gallium and arsenide are combined, there is a formation of visible light. Means option second is correct. 14. A Zener diode is used for Zener diode. Zener diode works as a regulator. It works in a cutoff voltage. That's why it is used as a voltage regulator. Means option 4 is correct. Next, when PN junction diode is reverse bias. When PN junction diode is reverse bias, what is meant by reverse bias? When the positive p-type semiconductor is connected to the negative terminal of the cell, and n-type semiconductor is connected to the positive terminal of the cell, then width of the deposition layer increases in reverse bias. That's why option second is correct. Next question is 16. The charge carriers in p-type semiconductor. In what is meant by p-type semiconductor? The positive type of semiconductor. In positive type semiconductor, there are the major charge carriers of the whole. In p-type semiconductor, the major charge carriers are the whole. This is the option second is correct. Next question is the current I through 10 ohm resistor in the circuit given below. Current I in 10 ohm resistor in the circuit given below. There are the two diodes. The diode D1 and diode D2. The diode D2 is reverse bias and D1 is forward bias. That's why the current does not flow the diode D2. The current only flows the diode D1. And resistance across the 15 ohm resistance and potential difference is 40. That's why the current V I is equal to V upon R. That's why the current across the circuit is 40 milliampere. Next, the light emitting diode LED has voltage drop 2 volt across. Light emitting diode LED has voltage drop 2 volt across it and passes a current of 10 milliampere when it operates with 6 volt battery. Through limiting resistor, the value of R is light emitting diode LED has a voltage drop 2 volt across it and passes a current of 10 milliampere, and when operates with 6 volt battery through limiting resistor R, then value of R is, it means that potential difference across the resistance is 6 minus 4, it is the 6 minus 2, it is the 4 volt potential difference across the resistor, and current flowing the resistor is 10 milliampere. That's why the resistance R is equal to V divided by I. V is the 4 volt and I is 10 milliampere, means 10 into 10 raised to minus 3. So 1 into 10 raised to 10 into 10 raised to minus 3 means 0.4 into 10 raised to 3. It means that 400 ohm resistance. Resistance across means potential difference is 10, current is 10 milliampere and resistance 10 raised to minus 3 means 1 into 10 raised to minus 3, or R is equal to 4 kilo ohm, means 4000 ohm, or R is equal to 4 kilo ohm. This is the milliampere. Or 40 kilo ohm. The resistance is 40 kilo ohm. This is the resistance 40 kilo ohm. Next question is a reverse bias diode is. So what is meant by reverse bias? The first diode D1, the P type is connected to the negative, means 5 volt, and N type is connected to the 3 volt. In second option, P type is connected to the 3 volt and N is not connected, it is 0. In third, P type is connected to the 0 volt and N type is connected to the minus 2 volt. And in fourth option, it is connected to the 3 volt and it is connected to the 2 volt. That's why in reverse bias diode, the input is greater than output, means P type is greater than N type. So option 1 is correct, because minus 5 volt is less than minus 3 volt. That's why it is the reverse bias. Next question. If Ne and NH, represent the number of free electrons and holes respectively in semiconductor material, then for N-type semiconducting material, N-type semiconductor materials means number of electrons are greater than number of holes. In option second, the number of electrons which are very very greater than the number of holes. That's why in n-type semiconductor, electrons are major charge carriers and holes are minor charge carriers. That's why option second is correct. In question number 21, in intrinsic semiconductor at 0 degree Kelvin, the temperature behaves like semiconductor material behaves like insulator. At 0 degree Kelvin, there are no free electrons in the conduction band. Means conduction band is empty. That's why this intrinsic semiconductors acts as an insulator at 0 degree Kelvin. That's why option 4 is correct. Next question. The electrical conductivity of an intrinsic semiconductor at 0 degree Kelvin is. The electrical conductivity of an intrinsic semiconductor at 0 degree Kelvin is equal to 0. There is a no conduction of electron. There is a no conduction of electricity at 0 degree Kelvin. Next question. The n-type semiconductor is. The n-type semiconductor, what is meant by n-type semiconductor? The negative type of semiconductor. Means option second is correct. Because positive type means p-type and negative means n-type semiconductor. So option second is correct for the n-type semiconductor. Next question. Question number 24. Which of the following is forward bias? Which of the following is forward bias? The forward bias depends upon the p-type and n-type, where the p-type potential is greater than n-type potential, then this type of semiconductor is forward biased. Option third is correct. Question number 25. The minority carriers in p-type semiconductor are. Minority carriers in p-type semiconductors are free electrons and major charge carriers are the holes. That's why option first is correct. In p-type semiconductor, minority carriers are the electrons and majority carriers are the holes. That's why option first is correct. Next question. In a reverse bias diode, when applied voltage changes by 1 volt, the current is found to change by 0.5 microampere. The reverse bias resistance of the diode is. The reverse bias resistance of the diode is the resistance. We know that resistance R is equal to V upon I. Resistance R is equal to V upon I. The potential difference V is 1 volt and current is 0.5 microampere, means 5 into 10 raised to minus 7. That's why this is 0.2 into 10 raised to 7 ohm, or 2 into 10 raised to 6 ohm. 2 into 10 raised to 6 ohm. The option second is correct. Question number 27. When forward bias voltage of a diode changes from 0.6 volt to 0.7 volt, the current changes from 5 milliampere to 15 milliampere, then its forward bias resistance is. Forward bias resistance means potential difference. Potential difference changes from 0.7 to 0.6 to 0.7. It means that potential difference becomes 1 and current becomes 10 into 10 raised to 3 ampere. 10 into 10 raised to 3 ampere. Then resistance becomes this is the 0.1 divided by 10 raised to minus 2, or resistance potential difference is 0.1 and current is 10 milliampere, means 10 raised to 10 milliampere means 10 raised to minus 2 ampere, or 0.1 into 10 raised to 2, or 10 ohm. The resistance is 10 ohm. The option 3 is correct. Option 3 is correct. This is the 10 ohm resistance. Next, question number 28. The energy gap between conduction band and valence band is the order of 0.7 electron volt. Then it is in energy gap in semiconductor is 0.7 electron volt in germanium and 1.1 electron volt in silicon. Germanium and silicon are the semiconductor materials. That's why 0.7 electron volt, it means that this material is the semiconductor materials. The option 3rd is correct. Next question, question number 29. The valency of the impurities atom that is to be added to the germanium crystal so as to make it n-type semiconductor is. Means pentavalent impurity, to obtain the n-type semiconductor, the pentavalent impurity. Pentavalent means the atom which having the valency 5. So option 2nd is correct because the valency is 5. This is the pentavalent impurities and this is the trivalent impurities. Next question, the truth table is given below. Which of the following has this type of truth table? We know that when both the inputs are low, then output is high. One input is low, other input is high, then output is low. One input is low, other is high, then output is low. When both the inputs are low, then output is low. This type of the combination which are used in NOR gate. In NOR gate, when both the inputs are low, then output is low, otherwise it is, when both the inputs are low, then output is high, otherwise it is low. That's why the option 2nd is correct. Means NOR gate, it is the negative type of gate. Its combination or Boolean or mathematical expression for the NOR gate, y is equal to a plus b bar. Y is equal to a plus b bar. Next question, which of the following gates will have the output of 1? Which of the following gate has the output 1? This is the AND gate, this is the NOR gate, this is the NAND gate, and this is the exclusive XNOR gate. Exclusive NOR gate. We know that the mathematical expression for these gates. The first, for AND gate the output Y is equal to A into B for AND gate. For NOR gate, Y is equal to A plus B bar. For NAND gate, Y is equal to A into B bar. And for XNOR gate, Y is equal to A B bar. A B bar means output, which of the gate the output 1. We know that in NOR gate only one output is obtained when in OR gate when one of the input is low, then output gate low, and this output means A is 0 and B is 1, then output gate 0, but it is the NAND gate. That's why option C is correct. Next question. To get the output 1 from the circuit shown in the figure, output in the input must be. So we know that A, B and C. This gate is OR gate and this is the AND gate. We know that when both the inputs, when output of the AND gate is 1, the output of the AND gate is 1 when both the inputs are 1 or both the inputs are high. That's why if we get A is 0, B is 1, A is 0, B is 1 and C is 0, it means that the output taken, this is the 1, this is 0, output gate 0. Then second criteria taken, A is 1, B is 0, then output is 1 and this is the 0, then output gate 0. When A is 1, B is 0 and C is 1, then output gate 1. That's why option 3 is correct. When both the inputs are high, then output gate high. When the option B, option third is correct because A is 1, B is 0, then output here gate output is 1 and it is also 1, that's why output is also 1. On option 3 get the output 1. Next question. The circuit is equivalent to like this. NOR gate which is connected to the NAND gate, and NAND gate is connected to the NOT gate. Means this is the NOR gate, this is the NAND gate and NOT gate. That's why output is obtained from this gate is the NOR gate. So option third is correct. In question number 34, a truth table is given below. Which of the following has this type of the truth table? The A, B, these are the inputs and Y is outputs. We know that in OR gate, when both the inputs are low, then output gate low, and in NOR gate when both the inputs are low, then output gate high. That's why option second is correct. Question number 35, the forward bias diode is. The forward bias means input voltage means positive type voltage is greater than negative type of voltage, means P type is greater than N type. So from first, the P type is -4 and N type is -3. It means that it is the reverse bias. It is the reverse bias because the input voltage is less than output voltage. In B option, The P type is 3 volt and N type is 5 volts. That's why it is also reverse bias. In this C, the P type is minus 2 volt and N type is 2 volt, and in D the P type is 0 volt and N type is minus 2 volts. That's why the option D is correct, because 0 is greater than minus 2 volt. 0 is greater than minus 2 volt. Option D is correct. Next, in the following circuit, in the following figure shows that logic gates with two inputs A and B and the output C, the voltage waveform A, B and C are as shown in below. We know that when both the inputs are high, then output get high. This output can be obtained only in AND gate. That's why this is the AND gate. Option A is correct. Next question. The Boolean equation for the circuit given figure. The Boolean equation for the circuit given below. You know that this is the NOT gate, this is the OR gate, and this is the AND gate. But output obtained at the AND gate is A into B. But there are the two inputs B and C. B and C, their output is A plus B. Means output of this gate is Y is equal to A bar into B plus C. Because output of this gate, output of this OR gate is B plus C, and output of this NOT gate is bar A, complement A. That's why output of this AND gate is A complement dot B plus C. The option 4 is correct. Question number, MCQs number 38. The Boolean equation for the circuit given in the figure. Boolean equation for the circuit given in the figure is the NOT gate A and B which are connected to the input of the OR gate. That's why output of this gate is A bar plus B. Means option 3rd is correct. Question number 39. The energy band gap of silicon. Energy band gap for the silicon is 1.1 electron volt, and for germanium 0.7 electron volt. Energy band gap for the silicon is 1.1 electron volt. Option 2nd is correct. In pure type of semiconductor, the energy band gaps for germanium and silicon. In the circuit given below, the value of current is the resistance, this diode is forward bias, and potential difference between A and B is 3 volt. That's why the current across the 300 ohm resistor is 10 raised to minus 2 ampere. This current can be calculated by using the formula I is equal to V upon R. I is equal to V upon R. The potential difference is 4 minus 1, and resistance 300 ohm. That's why 3 divided by 300 means 10 raised to minus 2 ampere. This is the current across the 300 ohm resistor. And what is the current in the circuit shown below? This diode is reverse bias. Why? Because the p-type semiconductor having the potential less than the n-type. That's why this is the reverse bias, and in reverse bias there is a no flow of electric current. That's why the current in this circuit is 0. The option A is option first is correct. Option first is correct. Next question. Let N Np and Ne be the number of holes and conduction electron in intrinsic semiconductor. In intrinsic semiconductor, number of electrons and holes are equal. Number of electrons and holes are equal. That's why the option second is correct. The diagram below the given for entries for the truth table of the 2-point input OR gates, which two are wrong? This is the OR gate, and in OR gate we know that the output is y is equal to a plus b. Y is equal to a plus b. That's why A is high and B is low, the output is high. Both inputs are high, then output is 0. This is wrong, because when both the inputs are high, then output is also high. When both the inputs are low, then output is low, but here it is the low. And one input is low and other is high, then output is high. These two are correct, but option second and third are wrong. That's why the option 2 is correct, because given for entries for the truth table 2 points input OR gate, which two are wrong, means second and third is wrong, because here output is must be high and output here must be low. That's why these are the two wrong. In a transistor circuit shown here, the base current is 35 microampere. The value of resistor RB is. The value of resistor RB is. The resistor, we know that the potential difference is 9 volt, and potential difference 9 volt, and current is 35 microampere. 35 microampere, and we have to determine the resistance. The resistance, we know that the resistance R is equal to V upon I. The V is 9 volt and current is 35 microampere. That's why the option second is correct. 257 kilo ohm is the last MCQs. Here we stop this lecture.